Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us for our first episode of this beautiful show called The Journey. And with us in studio today, we have Prophet Andile Nyathi. Welcome, man of God.
Thank you for having me. How are you?
No, I'm blessed. It's an honor and a privilege to have a man of God for our first episode.
Likewise, it's a blessing to be here.
Let's get into it, man of God. Okay, tell us about yourself. Who is Prophet Andile Nyathi? If for those who do not know him, Prophet Andile Nyathi is the founder of Revival Embassy, and he's also an author. I have one of his books here. It's called Breaking Barriers. So, man of God, tell us about yourself. Where did you grow up? Where did you go to school? How did you become the man that you are today? In short, tell us your journey.
Okay, thank you. And it's a privilege for me to be sharing my journey with you and the viewers all over. Andile Nyathi is a man that was born and bred in Baybridge, and I attended school right round about like in Baybridge, and it has been quite an experience because I vividly remember that the whole of my life, I think from primary to up to Form 4, second term, I never passed up until in third term of my finals. That's where I came out with enough subjects for me to proceed to A-level.
Okay.
It has been quite something that today I reflect upon, and I see that it has only been the hand of the Lord.
That is true.
So right there, I saw myself, proceeding academically up until even right now. I'm actually doing a degree for development studies and so forth. So, but spiritually, I was a guy also that, can I say, grew up in church.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but along the way, things just took a wrong turn until in 2008, where I received Jesus Christ as the Lord and personal Savior of my life. And it was on my birthday. I vividly remember it was on my birthday where I received Jesus Christ, and also I'm a man that also received the call or answered the call of God upon my life. That was in 2009, a year after being born again. Yeah.
So for someone maybe who didn't understand, you're saying you grew up in church.
Yes.
Did you at any point in your life think you were going to be a prophet, or you were going to be a founder of a ministry, or that God was going to call you to be his servant?
If I reflect, absolutely yes. Why? Because when I grew up, parents are now telling me, narrating to me how I grew up. I was that guy, I was that young child that would, preach, take up the stage, and what have you. But the devil will always see a star upon a child, and he will always fight that child and make sure that that child is entangled with the things of the world and wrong people. That's where I lost it along the way up until I received Jesus Christ.
And that's actually a little point where you say that when the devil sees the star in a child, he always tries to entangle them with the wrong company,
yes,
the wrong things. I think that's something that someone out there you have to take note of. How did your parents react to you being a good child and then being entangled in bad things? How did you come out of that and still become the prophet that you are today?
I believe it has been by the grace of God, and sometimes it's not in our own plans to do what God wants us to do. It has always been the plan of God. It has always been the agenda of God concerning the life of a person. We actually do not have much of a say. That is why we say, not our will, but the will of the Lord be done. You understand? So I believe that at that moment of time, obviously as parents, they expect better out of their children, but I believe that they were disappointed about my life. But at the end of the day, it it has always been God. It has always been God's plan prevailing over the plan of the devil. Yes, the devil can plan over your life, you can have a say about your life, but God is the final say about your life. And I believe that's what happened to me.
That is very inspiring. That is for someone out there, don't give up. If God has a plan for your life, one way or the other, it's going to turn out. So, men of God, shifting a little bit from our conversations before, you are building one of the biggest buildings in the church. It's a church.
Absolutely.
Is this building, this church, is it just a place where people are going to come and worship, or it has some sort of impact or contribution that it has to the community?
Yes, Major. You see, the church must have a voice in the community. That's what I believe. If we cannot have a voice in the community, then we are absolutely not doing anything. It's important that as a church we have a voice. And how do we have a voice? We have a voice by using the resources that we have to benefit the community. Not only those who come to sit to the pews of the church, but also to the outcast, to the rejected, to the community out there. They need to feel the touch of the church, even though they are not attending that church. So for our vision, for my vision, we say, when we are putting an effort to build an auditorium at our church, it's quite a big auditorium. Why? Because inside of it, it has got different facilities that we want to put in place. And one in particular that I'm going to, because of time, that I'm going to speak about is the Youth Development Center. I believe that the youth of Bay Bridge, they need to have an opportunity to be equipped. And the way we are going to do it, we have seen that we are in the fourth industrial revolution and we are actually in the digital age. So the only way and the best way to help these young people is to equip them digitally, to equip them technologically, so that they are able to be equipped and go out and do something for themselves. So we are seeing many young people being lost to drugs, crime, wildlife, and so forth. It is because they are not equipped, they are not trained, they don't have opportunities lying before them. So we as the church, we are stepping in with the Youth Development Center that we want to put in, where we are going to equip these young people, where we are going to give them skills, we are going to give them the knowledge in IT, so that they go out and make a living and at the same time contribute to the community and societies they are coming from.
Which is something that we really need, especially in the because we do not have any one of those resources. If you check, most of the youth, they're resorting to doing bad things, drinking, because there is nothing better that they can do. So you're doing something that is very impactful to the youth and very inspiring, I have to say. Now, briefly, men of God, with your book here, Breaking Barriers, in short, because of our time, maybe you can tell us what is in the book. I am yet to read it. I haven't read it, but you can briefly tell maybe someone might be inspired also to read what is in it.
Right. Breaking Barriers actually is the story of my life. It's my experience that I have had, in the times or in the years of ministry. I have realized that Breaking Barriers speaks right through to people of purpose. Because I believe that every man, when they come to earth, they are there with a purpose, they come with a purpose. David served his generation according to his purpose and rested with his fathers according to Exodus chapter number 18. So that's actually the theme of this book. It's about purpose. But that purpose, there are what we call barriers that stands between a person and his purpose. And this book is about dealing with those barriers so that you can be able to overcome them and live out your purpose.
That is powerful. I'm yet to read it and I'll share with someone what I learned from the book.
You are going to enjoy it. I'm telling you, it's a powerful piece.
Thank you so much, man of God. And briefly, we did not hear anything about family. Family, we did not hear. You being a prophet, a man of God, you are still a brother to someone, you're still a son to someone, you're still a grandchild or a wife, I'm very sure of. So maybe briefly tell us about your family and where they stand in your call, maybe in the ministry and in your vision.
I thank God for my family, Major, because they have been wonderful to me. They've been very supportive to me. They've been people that understand me. They've always given me an opportunity to shine. It's very important, because if those who are your own don't believe in you, then which means that you cannot shine for the world. But I have seen them celebrating me, I've seen them clapping hands for me, and I'm actually proud of them, and I'm actually proud to be part of their lives. So I'm a man of one wife, and 3 children, 2 boys and 1 girl. And also, of course, that's basically what I can say about my family.
Okay, it's not a surprise question, something that I learned from someone. I believe you have your relative who is not in the country. Did you by any chance have an opportunity to leave Zimbabwe or leave Bangladesh?
That is also one of the turning points in my life. It's actually not a relative, but my biological mother. In 2008, she permanently relocated to the UK. And at that time, I believe we were staying, I had 2 siblings actually. So when she relocated permanently to the UK, she left me with my siblings. One was 4-year-old, and the other one was actually 7 years old. It was quite a huge responsibility for me. I think I was, if I'm not mistaken, I was actually 17. I was 17, let me just say 17 for the sake of progress. But at that particular time, when she relocated permanently to the UK, I had already received the call of God actually at that point. Yes, I was already enrolled in the Bible college. So when she went to the UK, I was left with the responsibility of my siblings. So the only way out was for her to apply what they call the family reunion, whereby she has to take her children that are under age 2 to the UK. And also I was eligible at that particular time. So I had 2 choices to make, imagine, to go to one of the beautiful countries in the world, the UK. As I can tell you right now, those 2 siblings of mine are permanent residents in the UK. You understand? Okay. So I had to make a choice. My mother pushed very hard for me to apply, but I refused because I had a choice to make. I had to sacrifice the UK for the ministry. There was something that I had to be obedient to, which was the call of God. So I had to sacrifice.
That is powerful. I'm not sure if I would have managed to do that because I believe everyone wants to go to the UK and there are better opportunities. It's a better place than Bedford as it is right now. But you had to make the choice. Any point in your life where you regret not going?
Not really, Major, because there is nothing more important than living a life of destiny. You see, you can be anywhere in the world, but as long as you don't have purpose, you don't have destiny, you are empty inside of you. We have seen a lot of people that are dying, that are committing suicide in America, in the UK. They are doing all sorts of kind of things. Why? Because they lack purpose. They are in the right environment, but they are lacking purpose. So as for me, where I am, I really thank God because I'm preserved. I'm a family man. I'm doing the work of God, helping people, doing what I love to do. Can you feel me? I do what I love to do, which is something that I believe that for anyone viewing me, wherever you are, you have to discover your purpose. No matter the opportunities that comes to you, they say everything that glitters is not gold. Yes, I could have chosen to go to the UK, but that is not my goal. My goal is my purpose. It is my life that I'm living right now.
Man of God, I think from everything that I've learned from your journey, I've learned that it is very important to know your purpose and fight to pursue it no matter what opposition comes your way. That is very powerful. To wrap up, because of our time, if you were to write a book to summarize your life in general, just to summarize the beautiful life you've shared with us, what would you title the book?
I would title it Discovering Your Purpose.
Beautiful.
Discovering your purpose.
Yes. So I've actually caught the core of your journey, purpose, and following it through.
Very true.
That is beautiful, man of God. It's been a beautiful journey, and
Indeed.
we would like to thank you, man of God, because you've shared your life. I was having a conversation with you earlier and you say that the reason why people are not open to share their lives is because they think it's not inspiring enough, or they've not done anything that is inspiring enough. I wanted to just give an encouragement, especially to the youth out there. Just what would you encourage them? What would you say to them that can change their lives? That can change. Because the reason why most people are not enjoying their lives is because they don't have purpose. They are not satisfied. We are looking for something to satisfy us, which purpose is the only one thing that can. So what can you say?
To the young people that are listening to me, I want to encourage you. Life is what you make it. You are the master of your destiny. Nobody will come and make your life to shine. It's only you with your decisions that you can make your life shine. What is important for you? Discover your purpose. What is your burden? What is it that doesn't give you? What is it that does not give you sleep? What is it that is inside of you that is burning? Once you discover that, you have discovered your purpose. And once you have discovered your purpose, don't wait, don't relax, don't think, don't look for for reasons and excuses. Just get into it, just take a step, because they always say Rome was not built in one day. Every step that you take makes a change, or it brings a change to whatever or to wherever you are going. So I'm encouraging you, no matter what, you just keep pushing, pursuing your goals. Develop yourself, look for things that are going to help you, look for people that are going to inspire you, look for confidence, look for encouragers, look for those who are going to stand with you. Don't be among criticizers, those who just criticize. Don't be among those who are negative. Avoid negative vibes around you. Avoid bad company around you. Look for the right people. Look for people that are, that always want to see positive outcomes, that always speak positively. Then I'm telling you, your life is going to be beautiful and you are going to shine in your generation.
Wow, amazing. Thank you so much, man of God. Thank you for having me. We're blessed to have you in the studio. To our viewers, thank you for watching. We hope you'll join us again next time on our next episode. Remember, don't give up. You can make your life also a beautiful journey. Thank you so much. From me, your host, Major Christ.